Hi, how you doing? My name is Erik Haveman.
Hi, Hadi Otaky. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Hadi.
Come on, have a seat.
Thank you.
Okay, so let me see. What do we have here? Okay, I was looking over your resume earlier, and I saw that you worked at In-N-Out Burger, is it?
Correct.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about some of the greatest successes you had over there?
Okay. Well, I feel I didn't have just one superior success. I really took pride in training and providing and helping employees and providing them with feedback, whether it be positive and negative. It was always constructive feedback. And one thing I really appreciated or found most self-gratifying was employees coming up to me, my peers coming up to me, and really thanking me for helping them and taking the time to really take an active interest in what they're doing and their performance.
Okay, so it seems like you really had a leadership position over there. So tell me, as another leader, what do you feel would make the ideal, what kind of characteristics do you feel would make the ideal candidate for this position?
All right, well, I feel that you need strong leadership skills in order to be able to lead by example, to show others that you are willing to do what is necessary. I feel you need to have great interpersonal communication skills. That way you can communicate with people effectively, as well as skills that skills that show you're able to work within a team setting. So great teamwork skills, which I think those are the most important for a human resource manager to have. But just a little question for you. Mm-hmm. What sort of skills are you looking for, do you feel are the most important for this job?
Well, one of the biggest things, amongst others, is we're looking for somebody with great analytical skills. They also need a very high business acumen, and their communication skills will be very important for what they will be doing.
Okay.
Now, you mentioned here on your resume about some of the leadership positions you had in high school and in college. Could you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, of course. Okay, so I was always involved in ASB in high school. It was my junior going into senior year that I was actually elected by my classmates ASB president. As far as being ASB president, the students obviously trusted me enough to make decisions on their behalf. As well as I was very into sports, so my junior, senior year, I was voted captain of the team by my teammates. And in college, I joined a club called PIRA. It's Professionals in Human Resource Association. And although it was my first year, I was elected to be marketing officer. And what I did as a marketing officer is I would try and get people acclimated with what we did in our club. So I would promote through Facebook, through Instagram, as well as we had club fairs on campus to try and recruit people and let them know, what our club was all about.
Okay, so you mentioned a little bit about the things you did in college. I want to know a little bit about your classes. Were you active? Were you a participant in your classes? Describe to me what kind of things you did.
I would say yes. For the most part, I was definitely active in my classes. I kind of feel that is part of the college experience. You're not just required to be a sponge. You need to take an active role in participating, so you can voice your opinion, and maybe others agree or disagree with you, and then they'll voice their opinions. So it's kind of like a debate or an open discussion, and I feel that is very integral to being a college student.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about your ideal career path.
Obviously, it would be here with Boeing. I could see myself in 15 years. I would set a personal goal for myself. And my goal would be, by the first 3 years, I would hopefully be up for some kind of promotion where my hard work and all my effort would have paid off, and I could be like a junior human resource manager. And then hopefully within the next 5 years, 5 to 7, I would be, up for another promotion where I would possibly be a senior human resource manager. Because obviously hopefully my hard work would pay off, and my superiors would see that I am very easy to deal with and a hard worker. So therefore, I would be in those positions.
Okay. I would like to get an idea of your problem-solving abilities. I'd like to give you a scenario, and then just go ahead and tell me how you would react to that scenario.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
So let's say you were on vacation for a couple of days, and as soon as you return, you come back and find your box completely filled with work. Why don't you tell me what the first thing you would do is?
Oh, okay. Well, the first thing I would do is I would go through the box and prioritize what I felt was the most important to happen now for the company. I might send my boss an email or a memo and see if there was something that he would like me to work on. But for the most part, I would organize and prioritize, and if I was able to, I would delegate some of the responsibility on some of my peers or maybe an assistant. But I would definitely organize and prioritize and delegate in response to everything that is in that box.
Okay, so how about you give me like an example of your problem-solving abilities? Tell me about a time where you had to meet a difficult deadline.
Okay, well, as a college student, we always have to meet deadlines, with group projects and tests and reports and things of that matter. And this last quarter, I was taking 16 units, and I had several group projects in all my classes. But there was one of my group projects that it was just another individual, myself, where I reached out and tried to communicate to him, but I didn't feel he was very responsive or very into the project. So therefore, I felt I had to take initiative and just go ahead and complete the assignment, the project myself. That's the written aspect as well as the PowerPoint portion. So when he was there the last day, rather than trying to figure out what was going on, I had already come up with note cards and sheets that he was able to look at and kind of give him details about the project and his portion of the project and what he would be saying. So I took initiative and did the project myself, as well as completing the other projects with my other group members in my other classes.
Okay, well, I like what I'm hearing. I definitely like what I see in front of me.
Okay.
I think this will go ahead and wrap up the interview, unless you have any questions for me.
Yes, I have. I'm just wondering, what the next step is. What the next step in the process would be if you want me to contact you, if you're going to contact me back.
Okay, well, like I said, we have other candidates that we have to finish interviewing. I definitely like what I see here.
Okay.
As soon as we're done with all the other candidates, you will be hearing from us if we are interested.
Okay.
However, if you don't hear from us, please follow up with my secretary.
Okay.
And we will definitely keep you on file.
All right. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate the time that you've taken to interview me, and I'm hoping I will hear from you soon, sir.
Pleasure to meet you.
All right. Thank you very much.